In the annals of military history, few battles resonate with the echo of genius and devastation quite like Cannae. It stands as a testament to tactical brilliance, a battle where one general outmaneuvered an army nearly double his size. The Battle of Cannae, 216 BC. Our tale unfurls in the shadow of the Second Punic War, an epic conflict that pitted the burgeoning power of Rome against the seasoned forces of Carthage. At the heart of this saga was Hannibal Barca, visionary, commander, and the mastermind behind one of the greatest tactical feints the world has ever seen. Hannibal, a name that struck both admiration and terror in the hearts of his enemies. Son of a mighty warrior, he was a child of war, sworn to a lifelong quest against Rome. His odyssey through the Alps with elephants and an army of diverse mercenaries was not just a military maneuver. It was a statement of bold defiance. As Rome's legions prepared to quell this audacious invader, a single question lingered in the air. Would this Carthaginian general be the undoing of the mighty Roman Republic? The stage was set, and the world watched as two great powers collided on the plains of Cannae. Join us as we unravel the strategy, the conflict, and the sheer military acumen that defined this pivotal moment in history. This is Decoding the Battle of Cannae, Hannibal's military genius. Our story resumes with Hannibal's daring march from Iberia, a journey of over 1,000 miles that would take him across the Pyrenees, through the Gaulish territories, and into the heart of the Roman sphere, Italy. Hannibal faced his greatest challenge in the Alps. The passage was brutal, cold, rugged terrain and hostile tribes. Yet he pushed forward, using ingenious tactics to navigate and overcome the obstacles. His army, though diminished, emerged in Italy, a feat that stunned both friend and foe. Once in Italy, Hannibal didn't rest. He engaged in several tactical skirmishes, winning battles at Trebia and Lake Trasimene. These victories were not just military successes, but psychological blows to Rome, showcasing Hannibal's superior strategic acumen. As Hannibal maneuvered through Italy, his actions culminated in drawing the Roman army to Cannae. It was here that Hannibal planned to execute one of the most brilliant tactical maneuvers in military history. As Hannibal carved his path through Italy-Rome, the ascending power of the Mediterranean was crafting its response. The Roman military, renowned for its discipline and organization, was preparing to confront this Carthaginian threat. The backbone of Rome's military doctrine was the legion, a formidable unit renowned for its adaptability and cohesiveness. The legions were more than just an assembly of soldiers. They were a sophisticated military system, each part functioning with precision and purpose. For the confrontation with Hannibal, Rome amassed an enormous force. Commanded by the consuls, this army was a mix of heavy infantry, complemented by cavalry and auxiliaries. It was perhaps the largest force Rome had ever fielded, a clear signal of the seriousness of the Carthaginian threat. The Roman strategy was straightforward yet bold, to use their superior numbers to encircle and crush Hannibal's army. It was a plan that relied on overwhelming force, a testament to Rome's confidence in its military might and resources. Hannibal's army was a melting pot of cultures and fighting styles, an assemblage of Iberian swordsmen, fierce Gaulish warriors, Numidian light cavalry, and seasoned African infantry. This diversity was not a weakness, but a formidable strength, as Hannibal expertly integrated these varied units into a cohesive fighting force. At Cannae, Hannibal executed one of the most brilliant tactical maneuvers in military history, the double envelopment. He arranged his troops in a crescent formation, intentionally weaker in the center, enticing the Romans into a trap. As the Roman legions pushed forward, Hannibal's flanks enveloped them from the sides, while the cavalry secured the rear, effectively encircling the enemy. Hannibal's masterstroke was his use of the Numidian cavalry. Light, swift, and highly skilled, they neutralized the Roman cavalry, gaining control of the flanks. This allowed Hannibal's infantry to execute the envelopment unopposed, sealing the fate of the Roman army. As dawn broke, the armies faced each other. Hannibal's forces were strategically positioned, with the Gauls and Iberians at the center, flanked by African infantry. The Romans, confident in their superior numbers, formed a traditional dense infantry line, ready to crush Hannibal's center. The battle commenced with the Roman legions advancing. As planned, Hannibal's center began to gradually retreat, forming a convex shape. This subtle maneuver was the first step in Hannibal's masterful double envelopment strategy. On the flanks, the cavalry played a crucial role. Hannibal's Numidian cavalry on the left flank swiftly engaged and pushed back the Roman cavalry, while on the right, the heavier Carthaginian cavalry faced a tougher fight but eventually prevailed. The pivotal moment came as Hannibal's infantry on the flanks turned inwards, attacking the Roman flanks, while the Carthaginian cavalry, having routed their Roman counterparts, charged from the rear. The Roman army, now completely encircled, plunged into chaos. The aftermath of Cannae left Rome reeling. Never before had the Republic faced such a devastating defeat. The loss of upwards of 50,000 soldiers, including numerous senators and military leaders, sent shockwaves through the Roman society, shaking its military confidence to the core. In the wake of victory, Hannibal faced a crucial decision: to march on Rome or not. Despite the urging of his generals, he chose not to, a decision still debated by historians. Meanwhile, Rome, bracing for the worst, began to regroup, showing a remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. The Battle of Cannae, though a major victory for Hannibal, was not the war's turning point. Rome refused to negotiate and instead adopted a strategy of attrition, avoiding large-scale confrontations. Over time, this strategy, coupled with political and military pressures on multiple fronts, gradually eroded Hannibal's position in Italy. The Battle of Cannae became a cornerstone in military strategy, studied and revered by future generations of military leaders. From Napoleon Bonaparte to Norman Schwarzkopf, the principles of envelopment and decisive victory at Cannae have influenced tactics and strategies on battlefields across centuries. At military academies around the world, the Cannae model is dissected and taught as a classic example of battlefield ingenuity. Its lessons in leadership, maneuver warfare, and psychological warfare continue to mold the minds of future commanders. Even in the age of advanced technology and modern warfare, the principles demonstrated at Cannae remain relevant. The battle is a reminder that success often lies in the ability to outthink and outmaneuver the opponent, principles that are timeless in the art of war. As we reflect on the Battle of Cannane, the tactical genius of Hannibal Barca stands unparalleled. His foresight to utilize a diverse army, his innovative double envelopment maneuver, and his mastery of psychological warfare redefined what was possible on the battlefield. His strategies at Cannane remain one of the most studied and admired feats in military history. The art of war has evolved dramatically since the times of Hannibal. The advent of technology and new forms of warfare have transformed battlefields. Yet, the core principles of strategy, as demonstrated at Cannae, continue to influence modern military tactics. Hannibal's ingenuity echoes through time, reminding us that the essence of military success often lies in outthinking the opponent. Hannibal's legacy is a testament to the power of adaptability and innovation in warfare. His ability to think creatively, adapt to changing circumstances, and lead decisively underpins the essence of military leadership. As we navigate the complexities of modern warfare, the lessons from Cannane remain relevant, inspiring new generations of military thinkers and leaders.